Arise, minions, and welcome to Unmade Gaming. We are here for our Patreon one-shots. That means this show and the next one are sponsored by our Patreon. If you guys want to support the channel, the best way to do so is over on the Patreon. Link for that down below. Join us at the $5 tier for all of our behind-the-scenes videos, exclusives, all kinds of stuff, and subsequent higher tiers for more cool shit. And as always, on the bottom right-hand corner, you will see the corruption bar. That bar serves two purposes. One is when that bar fills, our wonderful GM here gets to do what the hell he wants to us. Usually terrible stuff. And two, every single dollar that goes into that bar goes back to this channel so we can do all kinds of cool things like get art, hire producers, hire editors, and all that fun stuff. So that is the second best way to support the channel. That being said, I turn things over to our illustrious GM, Will, bring us into the world of Zentar.
Hello, everyone. We pan open to a huge continent that is known to be, at the time, on very unequal terms with both humans and the non-human races, but humanoid people of this land, of Zentar. And we are going to open up in a bar in the town of Tapetopla. This town is one of the few that seem to be very peaceful and very coexisting with both the human and humanoids. But something in there feels different. You feel tension. Last night, a lot of people left, but there are still a few that are stubborn and staying here in town. One of those people, as we're going in, is arguing with the barkeep about lowering the prices of their drink. Warren, will you like to introduce your character?
You're muted.
Yeah.
Of course I am. Well, how do you describe Weiner? He is quite a tall goblin. He is dressed in the clothes that he usually wears at the forge because he is a smith, and he is, famed even in this small village for his loud mouth and sort of like uncharacteristic goblin way of speaking. He is the goblin Jason Statham, and he is currently engrossed with the barkeep. What do you think you're talking about? Who do you think you're talking to? With the idea of getting a decent price. You put prices up 3 times this week. If there weren't a bar counter between us, I would end you.
And as you see, this orc very infuriated with you because this is every day to even get a single copper out of you. I don't care how you want to argue. An apple is a goddamn gold piece with you. The last time, you stole 3 pints of beer and 2 of my empty jugs. You're going to pay a gold for an apple from now on. I don't care. And do you want to roll to barter?
Yeah, sure. Let me find. Barter. Oh gosh, what would that be?
Persuasion.
Yes. It has been a long time. Not great.
All right, I'm going to roll off screen.
Oh, come on, you know me. Us green lads, we've got to stick together.
Oh, that was perception, not
Oh, God.
persuasion.
Yeah. Duh. Even worse.
It works.
Even worse for the folks at home. Let's get the bad rolls out of the way first.
Yeah. He rolled a 14. He ain't budging. You pushed your luck too many times with that. Your luck
takes out his purse
I need
in a dramatic fashion.
Okay.
Opens it and counts out however many gold he thinks he owes the fella, plus plus a small gratuity. Of course, I keep this at the ready.
All right. I don't need to bring out the club today.
It would break over me hard head, wouldn't it? Then you'd be out even more gold. Would you not come to me, and I will get you something better?
Do a persuasion roll right there.
Okay.
Hey, you're trying to sell him now.
Yeah. Everything is a business opportunity.
He rolled a 1.
Amazing.
So, what kind of clubs do you have?
Oh, I've got this great design. It's called a nightclub. You love it.
What does it do?
Well, it's got these extra sort of like, it distracts people with these glittering mirrors on it, especially when there's music playing. It's excellent. And of course, the mirrors are very sharp. So it's a blunt, it's a sharp weapon. It does it all. It slices, it dices, and it will never go blunt.
All
He
right.
explained in an infomercial style.
Because he's being sold, Ron says, all right. You can bring it here tomorrow. Get 3 free meals a day for 2 days.
Weiner sort of like starts counting on his stubby fingers. All right, throw in a drink, just the one. You got a deal.
Oh. Every meal comes with a drink. You know that. Come on.
Just checking.
All right. And as that conversation's going, in walks in 3 dwarfs.
Is this the beginning of a joke?
This is the next introduction. In comes why is that on paint? Adler Stormbrew, Stonehammer Grimfist, and his older brother Lars Grimfist. And then you hear arguing between the 2 brothers. And they go, Elder's just there, trying to throw in every now and then. Listen, Stone, you can't be a historian of the dwarves if you don't know any smithing. Come on. It's a great part of our history. It's the key thing we do. And you see Stonehammer go, well, I don't see the point. To learn it, to understand the history behind it, yes, but to learn it and do it, it doesn't work with me. And Lars goes, you just need to experience it to understand the history more fully. I mean, Elder, what do you think? Please help me persuade him.
You see, what you're having to do here is that you have to take the flame of the forge and bring it inside of your body, right? You take the heat and everything and you breathe it into your veins, okay? And that is how you become a true dwarf. What you are now is like a baby, tiny, pathetic little meat puppet. But then you stoke the fires of your dwarven soul, and you eat the coals, and you breathe out the metal, and that is how you really become a dwarf, instead of a pudgy meat bag. Is it books that you can see? What I take is I take books, right? And I take the whole thing, a stack at a time, and I take them and put them inside of my forge, and use them and all of their words and history to smelt into my armor.
Stonehammer just goes like, there are at least copies of books, not just the first editions of some of them, right?
Whatever is lying around. First, I take wood, right? I take all of the wood, and I make that into charcoal. And that is the pre-books, I believe. And then I take the books that you have made from the trees, and I put them inside of the fire as well. Whatever I can find is burnable. Your clothing, humans, anything that will catch on fire and stay hot for quite some time.
I mean, roll a persuasion for him.
Sure.
I don't know why we're getting 2.
It auto does it. It's the one on the left. It automatically rolls with advantage or disadvantage. 9.
Wish you had that advantage though.
Yeah.
He got an 8. He's not full. He's somewhat starting to bite going into smithing to understand the history of the dwarves, but he is still a little set back about burning books to make weapons.
Yeah. I get it. We all make mistakes.
And you guys go to the normal seating area wherever you want that to be.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, you can move your characters there. I think you can move your character. I forgot I let you move it. Are you able to move the character?
I don't actually see our characters on the map.
You don't?
I don't actually see a map.
It's black as night.
Yeah, it's all black.
I mean, I haven't. I thought Weiner had to drink a few more until he got blackout drunk.
Wait, the bar's just black for you?
Yep. Sorry, we can narrate
just the black
map.
screen.
Theater of the mind.
All right. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, so I assume we take our usual seats.
Yeah. Usual seats over in the corner. Next to this one random dude is just sitting by himself with 3 meals already ready for you guys to show up. And then so we're cutting away from that scene. We hear strange noises coming out from outside. Not that it sounds mechanical in nature. And as it steps towards the building of the bar, you hear the bar door open with aggression, and in comes, as he likes to call himself, Zed.
Query. Barkeep. I require fluids.
Oil or beer? Because if it's oil...
You know how I like it. Mix it together.
Yeah. All right. He goes in the back and gets the special only for one customer oil can and grabs Dwarven mead. And it's the best one you've had so far.
Just this heavy slam as he glugs it all. Thanks, man. These past few jobs have been awful.
Well, at least you're getting jobs now.
Not really. It's just getting whatever I can. No one seems to trust a big giant robot man.
Hey, you're talking to an orc here. Do you know how long it took me to get the bar? It took me 10 years just to get trust to buy the place.
Well, if you ever need a bodyguard, you know where to hire me.
Yeah. Usual grime as well.
Nah, hold that. Don't need to eat.
All right.
Never have.
And then we also start to hear hoofs, but not hoofs from a horse. And you hear them walk through the door. And in, you see a tiefling who is new to town.
Excuse me, hello, barkeep. If it wouldn't at all be too much trouble, you know what, I could probably just sit down, but a drink, perhaps.
Yeah. New to town? I haven't seen your face
yes.
before.
Oh yes. Sorry. I am Sita. Um, I wonder and I look for knowledge and I yes, I wonder and I look for knowledge. That some jobs perhaps. The road is frightening and dangerous. And you can see the tiefling has like jet black hair, completely golden eyes, this crimson red skin, dressed in wandering clothes with a very malplacent wizard's robe that is way too large for him, strapped on top. It looks like, the inside robes goes down to have this huge tail coming out with end in a simple point with little black protrusions like spikes out. And his pants ends at the bottom, it down into hooves, and he's barefoot, standing with a lot of like papers and books stacked in one arm and looking very lost.
Oh, is your familiar out with you at the moment?
Yes, you can see slightly after, Raven flies in behind Sita and perches on his shoulder. It looks mostly like a normal raven until you look a bit closer and you realize that the raven has no eyes. There's just two black voids, and in the center is this kind of green glowing dot of a burning little fire.
Well, as long as that bird doesn't crap in here, we're okay.
Oh no, Rogtar is nice. He's very nice. He's my familiar. We will behave. I promise.
All right. As long as you got coin, I don't care.
I have some
Unless you
coin,
steal
yes.
from me like this dumb fuck
No,
over
no,
here.
no, I would never. So a drink, and you can see him like fumbling around trying to keep his papers, and then gets into his pouch and tries to produce like a coin, and it's like, here you go.
All right.
One day, Ron, you'll wish you'd stick together with your kin.
Some days you make me wish I did.
Is he still giving you trouble?
He's giving me a weapon, so he's on borrowed time now. All right. As you see, he comes
You're
out
always
with
a source of trouble.
He comes out with some silver, hands you back 9 pieces, and gives you a good strong ale.
Thank you. And you see Sita sort of watching the lay of the land of where to possibly sit, looking super nervous.
This stool right here is available. You can sit in it. You asked about jobs.
Well, does nice to get some coin and not sleep in a ditch.
Well, I don't have any jobs available here. Weirdly enough, the board of quests that we normally get's been kind of dry. We haven't gotten any updates from the capital for some reason. We don't know what's going on. And you've been traveling, right? How long have you been out on the road?
All in all, a couple of years, I think. What time is it now?
It's the 54th of the winter cycle, and he yells over to one of the barmaids, Lucy, what year is it the humans go by? She goes, it's 5042, sir. 5042.
Oh, well, I think almost 5 years then.
All right. Well, have you heard anything recently about any words of what's going on with the capital? It's been dead silence here.
Have I heard anything recently in my travels about the capital?
Give me a history check.
I will. Boopily boop. 19.
Okay. You've been hearing a lot of the same things from the other towns that you've been bouncing forth, but you have heard some rumors that from humans talking to the side with no other humanoids around, that they think the king is up to the plan that they heard about when they were in the capital.
Well,
but you never heard exactly what the plan was from them because they didn't speak any more than that.
Well, I've heard things about some plan, but I try to not stray too close to humans. I mean, you know how it is.
Yeah. Even in this town, they're welcoming, but not fully. I understand. But if the humans are keeping a secret from the rest of us, that doesn't sound good.
I guess. Yeah. And he sort of just tones, goes out there.
And then as everyone's eating, getting ready to warm up, you kind of hear the Grimstones yell, arguing more and more in the background. But then you guys start to hear a screaming coming from outside. Grug's like, what's going on? As he walks out to the door to check on the commotion, all of a sudden you see an arrow. Let me roll to see if it actually hits. An arrow fly through the door, going back and hitting the back of the wall of the bar. What the hell?
That ain't polite.
And everyone, we're going to roll initiative.
Respond.
Hey.
No one attacks my favorite barkeep and gets away with it.
No one attacks my least favourite barkeep and gets away with it. But it's the only one we got.
All right.
Doesn't
Am I
take much
blind?
to
Because I don't
pour
see
a-
the initiative button.
I don't know why the map isn't showing for you guys. My first
There.
time for roll 20, so.
You can easily
roll
pour
for it.
your own beverage. We don't need a barkeep.
All right, so we got 7, 13, 8. 2.
I hit the button. It didn't show, did it?
Yes, it did. 22.
Yeah, you rolled 22.
Yeah, Wire will explain in Flawless Dwarf that capitalism is it is apparently system of day, comrade. Mike's muted.
There's no need for making any kind of coin off of it. Just make the ale, put it inside your body. It's good for you. It's like mother's milk. In Dwarven, it is mother's milk, actually.
Oh, that's interesting. Sorry, didn't mean to eavesdrop. It's just that's very interesting.
No, it's okay. I know there's arrows flying outside, but what we do is we take a giant piece of rubber, yes, and we put it over the tiny pony keg of barrel, and that's how dwarf gets so strong, by holding a barrel of ale and drinking from the moment you are born.
I don't.
I'm amazed that you are talking about brewing at a time like this.
It is also how it's also how they stunt their growth. It's also says one how they stunt their growth, and you gotta imagine what us goblins drink to get this short.
All right.
Could we perhaps look outside? Is
Yep.
arrow
Sorry, I got
flying in-
initiative ready.
I guess.
First
Use
up-
your turns?
Are you going to
First
finish
up-
that?
First up, you hear yell what sounds like an order. Get all the non-humans. Make sure no children, women, or elderly walk out of this town. By order of the king, you are all to be executed.
Well, I didn't vote for him, says Weiner as he cocks his crossbow.
And next in the initiative will be Catan.
Sita.
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 That's fine. I was next with an initiative of 7.
It's Alder.
Oh,
Alder's
sorry.
next.
Sorry, I read your. My bad. I read your history check by accident. Oh.
Ah, yes. It's fine.
So what am I at a
That was
22?
better.
Oh yeah. It would be DE. Zed has a 22.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just go with it.
They're gonna skip their turn. Zed, it is your turn then.
Right, Biggin, you get out there and you destroy him. You marmalize him.
And I forgot to actually describe Zed. Zed looks basically like your Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator but his left arm is you just see the full metallicness of it. So he's got like synthetic skin and all this stuff. He just kind of looks like a Terminator, just with a humanoid with a fucking metal arm.
All right. Zed,
Fortunate we have this many Smiths.
if you take a dash action, you can make it out the door.
I'm not going. I'm gonna stand and look at. I'm gonna walk up the door. He's like, "Hey, barkeep, you okay?"
He says, "Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna go grab my club and get ready. Sounds like we're all in war now."
He yells, "Oi! What you doing in my bar? Attacking my favorite bar?" As he yells out to them, whoever these people are.
Well, since you already talked to the barkeep, we have to move on to next initiative.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Boo.
Unless you have any bonus actions you're gonna do.
Nah.
All right. So next, would be our Haggling Goblin.
Yeah. One is gonna. Can he free action kick over a table, get behind it, crossbow over the top?
Since you were at the bar area, you would have to use about 20 of your movement to get over there.
How much? Yeah, I could probably do that.
All right. So
I got what?
I
30?
Yeah. I'm going to need a strength roll to flip the table because you are, again, a goblin.
Yeah.
And it's
this is
a
gonna
human.
suck.
It's meant for a human and orc table. Strength. You are able to get it, but it eats up the rest of your turn.
Yeah. So
All
he's
right.
under. He's covering behind a table, right, waiting to do the whole Cyril Figgis thing and yell suppressing fire.
All right. Okay. Then we have the town folks women are going to run to the back exit. Some of them are non-humanoid, so they're trying to get out of here. And then it will be you start to hear arrows try to get shot through the window. I'm going to roll a group check on them. They hit the window. It doesn't break it, though.
Strong windows.
Or crappy archers.
Or both.
Yeah, you just see out through the window, like, you see, like, you can't see how many there are, but you see, like, two that you can make out the most. They fumble their bow. You just hear the captain yell, "Come on! Seriously! Why am I out here with these people?" And
Which side? Screams one from behind his table.
and then we have Unmade going.
So you said there's an unknown group of people outside, or an unknown number of people outside?
Yeah, you can't fully make out. There's not that many windows in this place unless you want to try to do a perception check.
No. Let me see here. Yeah, I think he just readies his weapons. Like he takes everything out and like sort of slides out of the booth, downs the rest of his ale, and I think he's casually walking towards the door. So like his whole turn will be just getting to the door.
All right, so you're gonna take your bonus action as well.
Yeah, just to get to the door.
All right. Yeah. Make it about halfway, but you have a clear shot through the door.
Cool.
All right. Next is the Stone Brothers, the Grimfist Brothers, not Stone Brothers. And they walk upside with you, but you see that Stonehammer's kind of lagging behind a little bit. Not fully ready to fight because he's not built to fight. Next we have they're gonna move forward. What you can see is that three soldiers barge in through, well, two soldiers can make it, barge through the door, and they attack the barkeep.
Well, that's one way to get out of paying your tab.
Yep, one hit. 1d8. Deals 5 damage. And the barkeep is not looking good. And lucky for you, it's his turn now. He's gonna try to disengage. He's gonna take the disengage, try to get back to his bar, and grab his weapon. Next, we go back to the top. Get ready for that. There you go. They're gonna try to fire through the window. Miss. All of you here just crossbow shots. Stick to the wall on the outside, missing the window completely.
You know why they're having a problem? They were too cheap to buy my bows.
Then we go to Zed.
So how many are in front of me at the door?
There are 2 right in front of you right now. And what you can see over them, there's about 10 more people directly behind them, but you can't make out rank exactly unless you take a perception roll.
I'm not gonna bother. There are 2 in front of me, are there not?
Yeah, there are 2 in front of you though, but you can see behind them a little bit. There's more like funneling in.
Zed just like assessment, hostiles identified, combat mode initiated. It's like this. It's out of his usual voice. It's like this metallic, just flat tone. And he draws his big, massive glaive, and he just starts to go at 1. And since I am a fighter, I'm going to take 2.
Oh. First one misses. Second one hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Actually, how do I do that?
I think you just click the weapon.
I did.
Oh.
Mike's muted, but he knows.
In chat, you click on the word glaive.
Okay.
In the actual roll.
There we go.
Okay, so 8 slashing. All right. That guy, and you attacked 1. He's gonna be down 8. All right, and I want to bring these guys up to that layer. All right. It is now our Haggling Goblin's turn again.
Yeah, mine's behind the table, so he's just gonna shoot the guy that's still standing up with the crossbow, and I believe I can use repeating shot. So let's give that a go.
All right.
That's a 1. 17,
That
not
hits.
bad. 8 piercing.
And you're targeting the same guy who's already been injured?
Yeah.
All right.
Gonna take that guy out first. and then I've got, and then I can just, reload and shoot the other dude.
All right.
So let's have another go at another pop at the other dude. 14. Good enough?
Nope.
Sort of glances off his armor. Who does your armor? It's not bad.
The hell? He doesn't respond any further than that. Then we have our nervous tiefling.
This seems to be very, very poorly going. And
Go mix a Molotov cocktail or something.
Sita will take his ale, dop his finger down, take like a slush out of it, so it just sort of spills all over, and start chanting in Infernal. And you will see how green embers of energy will start to flow around, and then sort of just goes and pierce into him, and I will cast false life on myself.
All right.
So I get some more hit points because wizards are meatbaggy.
All right, and how many hit points do you get?
1d4 plus 4. So we'll see. Roll 1d4 plus my 4. And a space. There we go. So 5 more temporary hit points. This seems to be really, really bad. And I'm going to try to walk in a pattern around the bar so I can make it to the front door without getting too close with the guards if they come into the establishment a bit.
All right, so I'll say you use 25 movement.
Yeah, my movement is 30, so I should be hopefully able to get through to the door. I don't want to go out through the door. I just want to be positioned next to it so I can sort of use the door as a shield, but be able to sort of peer out. My plan is to look outside because I'm looking for the leader.
Well, with your movement, you're almost to the door.
I'm a bit short. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start making my way towards the door. Trying to leave the guards inside for this huge robot man.
All right. Your familiar doing anything?
My familiar is going to fly outside and take an aerial position overhead. Trying to keep out of reach from the archers.
Okay. All right. He just flies through the door underneath the soldier's feet, and it goes back up top in the air. And next are the dwarfs. First, unmade.
Perfect. How far outside the door are these people?
From what you can see, Zed is blocking kind of the door entrance, so they're right at the entrance, and that's exactly 2, 3. That's 55 feet away from you.
They are 55 feet away from me outside the door? Okay, cool. I can't go that fast. I'm a dwarf. Cool. So in that case, I'm gonna attack them with some shit here. Yeah, he's behind Zed. I assume since he's a warforged, he's probably like 7 feet tall. That Alder can kind of
one.
There you go. That Alder, who's all of 4 foot nothing, can push by him and exit the bar. And he starts walking, but he takes out this massive great hammer that he's holding in one hand, and he hits the ground with it, and it goes like ding, and it like rings, kind of like hitting an anvil. And as soon as it hits the ground, you see it like kind of glow, and the sides of the hammer are actually like forge grates. And as soon as it dings, like you can see coals and like fire ember up inside of it, and he like ding, ding a few more times, and I cast Toll the Dead on the first guy closest to me. So I point at one creature, the sound of a bell fills the air, and they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Don't ask for who the bell tolls.
I don't actually hear any bells. It's a 14.
14.
This is the
We'll go
sound of
ring
a
his
bell.
bell then.
This is the sound of an anvil falling. Ding.
He matched it.
So Ty goes to the attacker usually, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah, it goes to the
he
attacker.
is going to take 1d8 damage. Let's see here. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Toll the dead. Do you not have a macro? Okay, cool. So he's going to take 1d8. So 6 damage to that first guy.
He's dead.
Perfect. So he just
Because he's
points
the guy
out-
who's been injured.
Great. He points at him and he's just like, ding, with the thing. And he says, I am coming for the rest of you to smelt your bones into my armor. As he charges towards battle.
You know
As he
what?
goes back, Zed just comments, "Remind me not to to himself. Remind me not to piss this guy off." Okay.
You know what? Roll an
Blacksmith's
intimidation
thing was
check.
pretty
here.
intense.
I would happily roll intimidate. Let's see what happens here. 17.
Everyone but the captain shits themselves a little bit.
Great. It smells like humans out here. Ding.
Well, somebody get some air freshener then.
All right. Lars starts to run up from behind you. He's a little rusty because he hasn't fought in years. And then Stonehammer will hide behind Zed. Lars rolls a nat 1. And what you see happen is, because Lars hasn't fought in who knows, about 2-3 years maybe at this point, he goes in with his axe. He goes to hit the soldier in front of him, completely overshoots, loses grip on the axe, and it hits the back of the bar wall on the outside. And he goes, bare fists it is.
You want to borrow a weapon from me?
Nope, going with it as it is.
I mean, if you broke that, I will fix it. I'll do it gratis.
Then
Here's your own
Stonehammer
asshole.
is gonna do something sneaky. You see Stonehammer pull a little hint something out of his bag, whispers something. And you see some thorns grow out from the ground and wrap one of the soldiers that are in the second row that's trying to come in, dealing damage. And then next, shoot. They're going to try to get out. More of the citizens are trying to run out back. You see Gra grab something and start to make his way back. Then we go back to the top. You hear the captain try to yell at his men to calm them back down. Fails to persuade them to get their spirits back in fighting. And they're all going to take
Hey,
disadvantage.
Skipper, run away. Your lousy job's not worth this. I know how much you earn. Taxpaying citizen.
Miss. Soldier misses. That soldier misses. So they all missed. And let's go back to our Haggling Goblin. No, wait. Yeah.
Weiner is gonna assess the bar Is there anything that might weigh between 1 to 5 pounds knocking around? A small ale barrel, empty maybe, or something like that?
Well, you just flip the table.
I think that'd be more than
So-
£5 if it's an orcish table.
Yeah. They're on the other side, the tankers that would be closest to you of
Yeah.
the table. Would you
So
want
there's
to?
an orc-sized one that I could. I want to cast catapult on it and just thring it out the door, or into either the captain or whoever's standing in front of him.
How far can you throw it?
It's catapult. It's a level 1 spell that's up to 60 feet. You said he was about 55 feet.
Oh, that was for them. For you, it's
Yeah.
yeah. You can hit the captain.
I'm gonna catapult an ale mug in his direction
All right.
and be like, "You look like you could use a drink. Calm down. You're no fun when you're sober." Yeah, it's level 1.
11.
So I'm hoping to knock some sense into him, really.
No, you just agitated more. It's like he does not
Go in for a drink.
getting stuck out here doing this job with this bunch of fucking idiots. And then it'll be Zed's turn again, I think, unless I wrote down the wrong order.
I think you did, but just roll with it.
Yeah, it's war. It's chaotic.
War of hell.
So there's still one standing in front of me.
Off to the side, but within striking distance. Yes.
First threat eliminated. Transitioning to second threat. And I'm gonna roll my 2 attacks against this poor bastard.
First one doesn't hit.
Uh,
Second one doesn't hit.
Stop moving, you silly fleshling!
Yeah, you just see him go dodge slightly left, dodge slightly right. As
I knew
you're
I shouldn't
close to
have
hitting him,
this-
but not enough.
I knew I shouldn't have used this weapon. Freaking quest reward garbage.
I'll do your deal. Trade in value.
Now it's. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep mispronouncing it if I don't remember. What was your character's name
Sita.
again, Nequin?
If you my name you're looking for, it's
Sita.
Sita. Look at
yeah.
C and then ta.
Sita.
Ta. Sita. It's my turn.
Like a
Could I
piano
Yeah.
guitar.
Could I retcon one thing? I thought when you said that soldiers were inside, they were like in the middle of the room, not at the
Oh
door.
no! They got kind
I
of
am-
blocked in at the door.
I am aiming to get outside without intercepting soldiers. So is there a window I could have gone towards instead and make, because I want to be able to see the captain and I don't want to engage with soldiers.
Yes, there's a window that you can make in this turn.
Yes. If I make it to the window, can I 1 see the captain, and 2, is he within 60 feet of me?
Yes and yes to both.
Then you would hear him like starting to like throw open the windows and then like shatter them if need be, and then just start hissingly in infernal start to make noises, and you can see like how his words sputter out small sparks of green like putrid energy coming out and then float over to the captain, and I will cast Cause Fear against him. So he makes a
Jesus.
wisdom saving throw, and if he fails, he gets terrified of me.
He passes.
God damn it.
Yep.
You will hear a low-key snarl if you're close by.
Now, as my old mum would say, where there's no sense, there's no feeling.
Do I have enough movement to make it out through the window and just be outside?
Well, you're gonna have to crawl through a window, so I'm gonna need an athletics check.
Sure thing. Not a problem.
Just so you don't fall prone trying to go out of it.
Sure. Let's see. Athletics. There you go. That's a 9. I am dressed in an oversized wizard's robe, so
Yeah, it's not helping you go through the window. You like have to try. You're trying to like pull it up past your legs to go through the window. You trip, but you don't go prone. I'm not gonna be that cruel.
okay. No, that's fine. As long as I make it outside, I don't mind taking a stumble. I mean, I'm a wizard, not the rogue. Yeah, I'm super annoyed and will end my turn on the outside.
Then it's these guys' turn, which they're already at disadvantage. And okay, nope. Zero armor class again. You do take a shot from one of the archers in the back. You take 8 damage.
Who?
Sita.
Okay. Oh gosh.
All right, then
What?
we go. They're making their way out the door, the back. He's coming in front. It is our dwarf's turn. First going. Our cleric.
Have the other humans rallied, or are they still in pants shitting fear?
Oh, from what you can tell, it's just soldiers that are doing this. None of the citizens are participating.
Oh, okay, cool. In which case, the captain is the closest to me. Is that true?
No, the captain's like the furthest from everyone because he's in back giving orders right now.
Got it. Cool. How far away is he?
He is 15 feet. 15 feet to. First, yeah, it's about 15. Rounded to 15 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Cool. And how many soldiers are here? You're muted in Zoom.
I couldn't work out if it was my internet playing up or not.
Sorry, someone came into my room. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 19 left, not including the one that was killed.
Cool. Fantastic. God.
Hey, it's war. It's surprise war at the beginning.
Yeah. No. That's fine. He didn't start to turn. Cool. Yeah, the ringing continues as he just marches up to this line of soldiers. And I begin just chanting in Dwarvish. And all around me, like the sound of the ringing kind of gets louder, and it becomes like a chorus. And you hear like multiple rings, and like as Alder is going, you just see like a spectral smith just like ding a spectral anvil, and then another one comes up, and another one comes up, and another one comes up, and this spreads out for about 15 feet around me as I cast Spirit Guardians.
All right.
So Spirit Guardians is pretty fun. Anyone who starts their turn, let me see here. An affected creature, which is anyone in the circle, I think here, An affected creature's speed is halved in the area. When a creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn, they must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, they take a shitload of damage. On a successful save, they take half as much.
All right.
I can designate any number of creatures I see to be unaffected by it. So anyone that's like on team non-humans is unaffected.
All right. So
But this
basically
goes.
everyone
This is a 15-foot radius around me. So everyone up to the captain, basically, is affected by this.
All right. Well, there are a few. Some of the R2s are a little bit further.
Sure.
I will say that. So you basically get the majority ground force and 2 crossbowmen.
Cool. So when they start their turn, they'll all have to roll wisdom saving throws, DC 14, or take damage.
And that was everyone, right?
What's that?
I said that was everyone. Oh, no, the brothers have to go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think this bar is over, lads. Why don't we all go to the Winchester, have a nice cold pint, wait for this to all blow over.
In the background, you see Stonehammer, attack again. And he's going to hit him. He's going to deal 6 damage. All right. And you see the captain get enthralled by thorns as well. And then we go to the captain, who is now bound, has to roll wisdom saving throw. Fails the wisdom saving throw.
Love that for him. So that is going to be... Let me see here. He takes 11 radiant damage.
You see him not go down, but is not looking good at all. Like he looks at death's door at this moment. And you see we got 2 guys on his left and right also failed.
Love it. Let's see here. The first one takes 10 damage. And the second one takes 18 damage.
Nasty.
You know...
Woo! Seems like a lot.
Sometimes you get wrecked.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do a group one on the soldiers. They passed the wisdom saving throw, surprisingly. They're smarter than their captain somehow.
Cool. They take 7 damage.
All right. Okay, this guy is going to make an attack. These 3 are going to make attacks. Okay, I got a crit on Elder. So
Yikes.
that's gonna be... Yep. Well, he's a regular soldier, so not much of a yikes, but still a yikes. You take 10 damage.
Okay. Oh, if they use fire or poison, just let me know.
All right. All right. Okay. Now we go back to our Haggling Goblin again.
Oh, you guys have just got no idea. You would not last a minute in business. Right. This is it. And he goes to cast another spell. A little bit of Thunderwave. Oh gosh, it's not giving me a full description. Hold up. Roll 20 is roll 20. So an area just in front of the captain and his and the guys that shot at Alder creates a 15-foot cube, and everyone in it must take a Constitution saving throw, and it creates 2d8 of thunder damage, and they're pushed 10 feet further back. So hopefully we'll have some time to regroup.
All right.
And they can hear the sound for 300 meters as the sort of thunderous cacophony of 1,000 goblins working at 1,000 typewriters. I mean, anvils.
All right. So you had it centered where exactly again?
Just in front of the captain and his final motley crew of men.
All right. In front of them. Okay. The captain and his left man and right man passed, but the regular soldiers didn't. So not only are you doing regular damage, but you're also going to do additional d6 to the captains because they are being bombarded with their men being thrown at them. Get the damage roll.
Sure.
7.
Was it 1d8?
It did 7. It's on the screen.
Oh, it's on there already.
Oh, yeah.
My bad. Captain's dead. But you didn't roll that additional 1d6 I need for the two in the back. Are you gonna roll the additional d6?
Yeah, sorry, my audio just went out.
Oh.
6.
Okay. They're dead. They're dead. He killed the heavy hitters.
I wonder who's going to get the contract to replace the gear when they need a new town guard. You want to go 50-50 on it, Alder?
No, I only make people that are worthy to wear my armor. I don't just make it for anyone.
I can see your point. I can see your point entirely.
Yes, people that are proven in
and
battle.
one regular.
They are not proven in battle. They are dying very easily.
I think they failed.
That is quite a lot of dead meat sacks out there.
They'll stoke my fires for days.
Wait, did the corruption market filled?
Twice.
Yes, it did.
Twice. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Let me do a roll real quick back here then. Okay, that won't happen then.
It's a corruption bar. Make it happen anyway.
All right. Let me just grab him out. Right, and he's going to go in, and he's just going to step into initiative then. As you see, surprisingly, an orc who seems to be on their side somehow. And he's charging in. And he's going to attack Lars. And he just completely misses and just tackles directly in the wall of the bar.
What are you doing? We is green, they is pink. You're on our side, you idiot.
He doesn't seem to respond. More like he kind of can't respond. Then
The youth opportunities, kid.
we go back to the barkeep. He's gonna stand next to Stonehammer and yell, "I'll keep the door guarded, you deal with them," as he's panting. Then it goes back to he's dead. They're gonna take shots. You just see a bombardment of crossbow bolts and arrows just miss as they're scared shitless because their leaders are basically dead. And they're gonna try. They miss. Up, comes forward, takes a swing. Soldier rolled a crit on Lars, and he took pretty big chunk of damage there.
Is this the start of the soldiers' turns?
Oh, yep. Thank you for reminding me.
They all, anyone in 15-foot radius of me will take a roll against wisdom. Yikes.
Yeah. Only one passed.
If they fail, they took 20 radiant damage. And if they pass, they took 10 radiant damage.
Dead. Hey, they're just regular soldiers. You passed. But it's still dead.
Sorry about all of your humans.
Still dead. Yeah, you cleared basically all the soldiers that were directly in front of you. Oh, that guy's dead too. And
That just watches the soldier that was raising his fist to attack the barkeep just flop over.
I'm gonna say it, if you gentlemen are not, you need humans.
Also, the orc, if he entered the ring, he also would have to roll.
Oh, he fails automatically because of what's wrong with him.
Great, then he takes 20 damage.
Yeah, he's not doing so good. But he's still able to fight. He's just stuck in a wall at the moment. We got, as you can see, we have 6 soldiers left. They're all 4 archers, 2 are crossbowmen. They're out of the range though for your stuff, and they already missed on their stuff. So it is our Haggling Goblin.
Right. I think we should grease the wheels of commerce now. And he grabs a little pork rind from one of the many pouches that you assumed were gold about his person. And he flicks it out, and he begins to cast. And grease appears beneath the feet of the... hold on. I'm having roll 20 problems casting this. I should just be able to click it and cast it, right? Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's back.
60 feet.
And you know the ground gets particularly slippery below our archer friends.
I'm just gonna let you know they are out of range unless you take movement.
Damn.
They are just out of range.
Closer.
You can. I'll allow you to take your movement to move a little bit closer.
Yeah, I'll just grease up the entrance to the bar. So if they run in through the front doors, it's gonna go banana skins on them.
Well, I mean, the problem is you have a bunch of your allies right at the front of the door.
That is a good point. What armor is our not friend in the green wearing?
What you can tell, it's basically just leather.
Yeah.
If you want to take a perception roll, you can do.
Yeah, sure. Let's give it a go.
I will warn you. If you do take a perception roll, you will lose your action. But this will give you more advantage. Okay.
I want to figure out what's going on. Figure out what's going on with him, because it's like, or is he on the wrong side? He's on the losing team.
14. What you notice from a 14 is you can kind of tell, as his head's kind of stuck through the wall a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
His eyes, there's no pupils. And you can't really tell if there's a consciousness there because there's lack of pupils.
Is he an homunculus? I've got one of them. He's back at the shop.
Yeah. Well, you can tell from 14, he looks like an orc, just no pupils.
Mighty strange.
All right. Then we go to our Warforge.
So the soldier at the door is dead, right?
Oh, they're basically all dead. The archers are.
Just making sure, because I was gonna step back regardless, even if it was reaction. But it's like Zed's gonna look out, see what's going on. Everybody's like, oh, archers in the distance. Zed's gonna step slightly back from the door, rather fed up with this crappy glaive that he got as a question where he's just throw it to the ground off to the side, and he's gonna draw his trusty longbow.
All right.
And he's gonna okay, how are the archers bunched up? I have to ask.
To your right.
Can I pick out like a guy who's in the middle of the group?
Well, they're kind of spread out on two sides. There's like two left on the left side of the building, two right, two archers on the right, two crossbowmen on the right.
I'm gonna aim for the group of 4 then.
All right.
I'm gonna step in a position where I can do so with my movement action. And I'm going to draw, and you just hear Zed start speeding himself, like target acquired, assessing this trajectory, like all thing. And as you watch it, the bow draws back, the little bits of magic just start funneling at the tip as I fire a bursting shot at the center guy.
All right.
Bursting arrow. So let me roll the hit first.
That will hit.
So here. That's what bursting arrow does. So
that'll be all of them. So
I need to
roll the damage.
It's dash R. Sorry, I'm not used to this.
Oh,
there you go. 9 damage.
9 damage.
And 4 damage for the guy who got hit directly.
All right, 4 damage with the 9.
Mm-hmm.
From what you can tell, the guy you mainly hit doesn't look like he can take much more.
I use my second attack to shoot at him again.
Yep. All right.
And that's 11.
He's dead.
Or did we not leave anybody alive to interrogate? Oh, this happens every time.
Meat bags don't need to be interrogated.
What, you suggest we just kill the king? Because, I mean, he's got money. That is what we would call the ultimate tax rebate in business.
Sita, it's your turn.
So there, how I need to kind of an update on where I am in relation to everyone else in aspect.
You are closer to the 2 crossbowmen archer that's on the right side of the building.
So there's 2 archers on the right.
2 crossbowmen, 1 archer.
2 crossbowmen and 1 archer to the right, and I have like the dwarf is in Alder is in the middle of the battlefield right now with his spirit. If
They are in the door, like straight out from the door kind of area.
so he's close by to me as well.
He is.
Like
He's-
since
he-
I'm a
so
he
spellcaster,
is-
I need
He's
to know how far the
he's I know
distance is and
I know.
everything.
He's
25
Elder
feet.
and Zed are 25 feet out from you.
Okay, so next question then. If I make it to Alder, am I within 60 feet to the crossbowmen and the archers?
Yeah, I mean you're
Excellent.
actually already pretty close to them, but not within because you climbed out the window they were shooting through.
Yes. And I want to then make it to next to like physically touch Alder coming up to his side as he's made sure that I can enter the Spirit Guardians things. I'm just gonna take a leap of faith, since I don't know if he said that if he won't hurt me, and go stand next to him and target the 3 the crossbowmen and the 2 archers. So those 3 on the right that I was closer to, I will upcast Cause Fear so I can target all 3 of them with a 3rd level spell. So I will come up to next to you, Alder, and you will feel like a clawed hand grab into your shoulder, and a hiss is like, "Don't be afraid, it's just me." And then I will turn and speak in Infernal, start chanting out, pointing over to the 3 like archery dudes, and release my Cause Fear against them.
But
All right.
how do you speak in Infernal? Because I understand Infernal.
I will just say things like, "The deathly hollow spirits comes to my aid, cause me the fear I need." So I for the upcasting, I can target all 3 of them.
All right, and they need a spell save. All but 1 fails, and it's one of the crossbowmen who doesn't fail.
So you will hear Sita, after he stops chanting, just scream out, "Traitors!"
All right.
For his own reasons.
All right. That happens. Now we're on to the dwarfs. First with unMade's character.
Perfect. Yeah, he looks down to Sita, or looks up to Sita, because you're much taller. And he says, "I don't understand what this word means, this fear. I don't have it. It's not a dwarven trait." And then how many people are left now that we've annihilated their forces?
Including the orc that's stuck in the wall next to you guys?
Yeah.
7.
Cool. How far away are they?
The orc is literally like 10 feet away from you, stuck in a wall.
He'll die. How far is everyone else?
Yeah.
The archers.
I think he might already be dead, but I'm no doctor.
2 archers on the left are about furthest is 35 from you.
Okay. Perfect. He is going to target one of the archers, and also responds to Weiner. "They are all already dead. They just haven't realized it yet." And I'm gonna do a Sacred Flame on one of the archers. So they will need to make a Dexterity saving throw.
What's the save?
14.
They pass it.
Cool. I think they still take damage. Let me double check. Hold on. Sacred Flame. They succeed with the target takes no benefit from cover of the spell. Yeah, okay, they're fine. They take nothing.
All right.
Oh, and
Lars,
he moves forward 25 feet.
Oh, okay. Towards them?
Yeah.
Okay. Lars is joining up right behind you. He was close enough. He's going to try to grapple.
Also remember that those who missed are frightened. I think it's as long as they can see me.
Yeah, the guy's on the left. No, right.
Wasn't it on the right? Yeah.
Yeah, the right.
Okay. This is very confusing.
Yep, I know. And you see Lars tackle one of the archers to the ground, making them unable to attack, giving you advantage if you try to attack him next time. Then you see Stonehammer. You know what? He walks out. And he doesn't make it to you guys just yet. So he'll have to wait till his next turn. Then it's back to them, and the fear makes them run away, right?
Oh, I need to remember. They are frightened of me, and I think they don't have to. They don't have to run away. They just can't move closer to me, and they have disadvantage on pretty much everything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they're gonna try to attack. That cocked. Both the miss. Anybody's got close range. Misses. Then that guy's got to do a strength check. You see the orc pull himself out from the wall. And, oh, that's right. He's still within range. He has to do a save real quick.
All the archers also gets to do saves at the end of their turns for the fear.
Oh, thank you.
It's a level 1 spell. They get to save every turn.
And they don't pass it. Team. Orc fails.
He takes 14 points of damage.
And do you want that to be a killing blow?
Yeah, if that kills him, he can just die.
All right, he's dead.
Yeah, like at start of his turn, anyone that fails, basically, like you hear the ring of one of the spiritual or the spirit guardian blacksmiths, and that ring is like his death toll.
Yeah, you just see him pull his head out. As soon as he does that, he drops dead.
Oh dear, another traitor dead.
All right. So is back to our goblin.
Right, who's left?
They're all outside. You haven't gone out the door yet. We got three regular archers in total, 2 left, 1 right, and then 2 crossbowmen on the right.
Well, who looks the most immediate threat?
From what you can just guess by judging from what you know, weapons, the crossbowmen deal the most damage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna go cast firebolt at one of them. It's a cantrip. Can I do another action as well as a cantrip? I can never remember this.
Do you have a feat that allows you to? Well, can you cast it as a bonus action for your cantrip? Because you can still cast a spell and a cantrip. But if you can't cast as a bonus action, you can only do the cantrip or spell.
Yeah, no, I don't think I've really got anything else that would work.
All right. How far does that cantrip go?
Oh, 120 feet.
23, and that window is left open. You have a clear shot.
Yeah,
Of the crossbow
I'm figuring this will do way more damage than me just firing the crossbow. That can be for later. 17.
Goes through their armor class. And how much damage does it deal?
Allow me. 11.
And you're just hitting one of them?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Can I do it again? Can I? It's a cantrip. How often can I spam this bad boy?
Once.
Just once.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, so I'll do that unless I can take any other action.
All right. So you kill one of the
Apart from
crossbowmen. You just see a flying bolt of fire hit him, and he gets launched back a little bit and dies.
Ooh, it's hot on the town tonight.
All right. Now we go back to our Warforge. Zed.
2 left, big and get him.
Well, there's
Wait, are the
4.
3 on the right dead? That's
There's two left on the right. He can only kill one.
all right. Well, I'm gonna give 1 attack each with the longbow.
What's the disadvantage range for the longbow again?
Beyond 150.
Okay, but there's no lower range disadvantage.
No, it's
I
150
can
and
go
then
up-
600.
150 and
okay.
300 actually on here, but actually no, it's
So-
600. Should be 300.
Oh,
Isn't that
Oh, well.
short bows? Longbows have an insane range.
all
Yeah,
right.
but beyond 150, that's when the disadvantage starts out to
All right.
600.
So yeah, you
There's
have
the damage for the first guy, 10 piercing.
dead.
That was a 27. You shoot the second guy for 9. Nope. that's a
Nope.
miss.
It-
I action
you-
surged that.
Okay.
That was the plan anyway. All right.
Yep. Dead.
And then I rotate back to the left with my last attack and shoot one of the guys off of the left.
That hits.
6.
He's still up.
The plan was to kill all 4 of them.
It's all right. You tried your best.
Ugh. Calculations unresponsive.
You new abacus.
Memory full, need to clear buffer.
Ida, it's your turn.
Try deleting some emails.
How many are left? Is there 1 or 2 left on the right
There's
side?
2 left on the left. Everyone on the right has been killed.
Okay, so everyone on the right that was afraid of me had already been killed.
Yep.
2-0, 2-0.
That was unfortunate. That sort of puts a big major step in my plan that I devised while waiting. How far is it from me to the left flank?
About 25 is the closest. 30 is the second closest, the furthest.
And there's only 2 guys left.
2 guys left. Alder and Lars are your fighting comrades in this situation. Are
Actually, hold
right
on
next
for a
to
sec. I just realized something. When I rolled a 9, I have a +8 base to my longbow. That was a nat 1.
oh. Do I want to use the other corruption bar?
Might as well.
He's just gonna kill it.
Your longbow snaps in half. So that means the previous 10 damage you did is null and void.
Dang it.
Hey, big lad,
Because
come over
you're
here. I'll fix
cutthroat.
it. I'll jerry-rig it. Get over here.
Okay. So if it doesn't make 10 damage, does that change any situation, or was all that damage to the left side?
Yeah, you got 1 archer left on the right side.
Excellent. Is it one of them who's still afraid of me?
One.
No, it's the one who wasn't.
Still bad, but still workable. I will summon down, since Rogtar can be mentally commanded by me without me spending any actions. I will just mentally call him back and hold my arm out, having him land and stare at the last archer as I lock eyes with him, walk closer, and I will just say to him, "Surrender to me, and I will let you live." And I will
You're
try to
doing an
intimidate
imitation?
him.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll. I'll counter roll over here.
Go on, Zentar. Think scary. Think scary. Think scary
I
thoughts.
am not good at it, but man, 14.
That beats his 7.
So yeah, I'll just advance on him my whole 30 feet if I can get to him. Fine. If not, I will get as close as I can. Just having like a death stare at him, having Rogtar on my arm doing the same, having his 2 like burning green eyes, lock eyes with the archer, and just completely unarmored walk in a straight line towards him.
All right, you're about 10 feet away from him still.
Yeah.
But- Yep, he's intimidated.
That's my plan. Oh, as a bonus action, I will just call out to the other. This one is mine.
All right. Does Alder accept that?
Alder doesn't even notice.
Just focused on the archer in front of him.
Yep.
All right. Speaking of which, it's the dwarf's turn.
So outside of the one that Sita just claimed, who else is left?
The 2 archers that are on the left side of the building.
Okay, and how far away are they?
You're right next to him.
I'm right next to them, like physically?
Yeah, attacking
Oh,
range.
hot damn. Yeah, he's gonna swing his smoldering warhammer at their head.
right.
Let's see here. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits. They're
9
regular archers.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Dead.
Great. He just because he was still banging it on the ground. I think he just lifts it and just brings it down on like the top of his head. And then as it like sinks into his neck, he looks at the other one and says, "You're next."
Ooh. You know what? I'll give you an intimidation roll.
20.
Is that a net or plus your 3?
That's plus my 3.
Plus 3.
Okay. He's also scared shitless now.
Great.
Twice, because he's already shot himself earlier.
Perfect. Get wrecked.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Do I hold on? I might have some spicy bonus spells. Is that a bonus action? Is that a bonus action? No, they're not. Okay, cool. I don't have anything. I thought I might.
All right. Well, since you killed the guy Lars was holding, he goes over and tries to grapple the archer that's scared, which has disadvantage now because he's fear, which Lars is going to need that. And even though he was intimidated by you, he still outstrengths Lars from holding him down. And then Stonehammer gets close enough, grabs his throwing axe, and it swings right by the archer's head. Damn it. Then we go back to top, dead. You know what? I'm actually gonna roll to see if they want to continue fighting.
Actually,
Yeah, check them around.
But are you talking about the archer that I just threatened?
Yeah.
Before he has a chance to even act on his feelings, he needs to make a wisdom save because he's in my circle.
Oh.
Yep.
Thank you for reminding me. What's
So-
the disadvantage? Because he's so intimidated.
So he might just die.
It was a 14 for the save, right?
Correct.
He dies.
Great. He takes 17 points of damage.
Yep, he's completely dead. So you just see what, because this is from your spirit totem, so you just see dwarfs surround him, and he just collapses at the ringing bells.
Yeah. And Alder just looks out and says, "I thought they said they were trying to start a war here. It just seems like little tiny children are playing."
Yeah.
They seem to try to start a bar fight. They came to the fight the wrong bar.
Thurs went, I don't know. Maybe they were ill prepared. The captain didn't seem like he was the best terms with his men. They might
You
be
just hear
the C
Zed in the
team.
background. You hear Zed in the background. You just hear him saying, area hostile is no longer an area. Deactivating combat mode.
Oh, no, we still have one.
Yeah, we have
Who's
the
he
one that is front
talking
of me.
to?
One I claimed is still there.
Yeah.
Did he want to continue to fight, or is he actually surrendering? I'm 10 feet away from him, and he's scared shitless of me. I think.
Yeah,
Depends
what
on what
was
you want
that?
to rule with. That's 7 against a 14. In
Hey,
intimidation.
Red, ask him
He
a
had
question.
disadvantage on his roll if he still wanted to fight. He wants to fight still, even though he's scared shitless.
Oh, well.
Yep. What was the question?
Whether mending or magical tinkering will fix a bow.
Can you
We can
look at the
rebuild it.
description?
We can make it stronger.
I think it can, but double check the
No,
description.
it said I can invest a spark of magic into mundane objects. So I don't know whether that would require it fixing it.
It says the spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, as a broken chain link, 2 halves of broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it, leaving no trace of former damage.
I mean, yeah, a longbow isn't that thick, so
Yep.
Yeah, if it's a broken bowstring or it's the shaft itself, even modern ones aren't as thick as a foot.
yeah,
That'd be a siege weapon.
So yeah, you fix it.
Yeah, Weiner will just have a quick butcher's look at it, and he'll just grab something from the pouches and bags and be like, "Good as new, better than you probably. To you, Mr. Z, free."
I thank you for your generosity.
Yeah,
Must be a
and
day ending in Y.
I'll just say that Archer is missing from intimidation.
I don't flinch. I just let the arrows pass by me, not moving a muscle.
And because you two were doing that, fixing Zed's weapon, is it okay if I skip your guys' turns real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
All right.
There's only one guy left.
Yeah, and Sita,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
And Cedar already said it was his.
Yeah.
I'll move right up to the soldier, and then with my clawed hand, I will just grab his breastplate and lean into his ear and whisper to him so the other ones can't hear. I am from the house de Raus. If you surrender to me, I will let you live.
All right. I'm going to have to roll a history check for that soldier. He doesn't know the name.
I still want to. I mean, the only action that I'm actually trying to do is to further intimidating him.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't know it, I just claim to be from a noble family.
All right. Intimidation check still.
I'll roll another intimidation. 12 this
But
time.
it could be the infernal equivalent of saying he's a Kardashian.
You know it.
Yeah,
You see that long
Sita, the
thin
Kardashian.
veil.
Yeah. He is at the same level of intimidation. It did get worse.
Yeah. I'm just going to I am this close, staring him down with pure golden eyes, just looking inches away from him. So if you're going to make an attack, he's gonna have still disadvantage even without the fright, because I'm now in melee with him.
Oh yeah.
And he's
You
a
know
ranged
what?
fighter.
Let's do triple disadvantage.
They usually don't stack. I just want to let you
I
know
know.
where I'm placed.
I know they
So
don't
I'm
stack,
going
but-
to melee with him, and I am.
You're lucky I
hell-bent
did
on
that.
Staring him down.
You're lucky I stacked it though, because if I didn't, that would have hit. But because it's so close range, it would have done no damage. But yeah, you see it go directly past your ear, almost grazing your horns. What do you want to do now? Because I'm assuming everyone else is just skipping their turns unless Alder wants to do something.
Is there anyone else in the distance?
Do a perception roll.
Okay. Let's see here. 18.
As far as you can see, because the town isn't that big, it looks like these were all who were sent.
Okay. Yeah, I think Alder is yeah, he's not helpful. He would return back to the bar and pour himself a drink.
All right.
Get me one of them. Top
I
shelf.
second that.
Yeah, so all of you guys go out in the bar, tell the bartender, just wait it out. Last guy's being dealt with.
Well, we'll
Like,
go. We'll try and find a healer to triage anyone's wounds.
All right. And it's just the archer and Sita.
So he doesn't want to give up, eh?
Nope.
I will pull my dagger and try to stab him with him. I don't think I have my dagger. Yes, I do have a dagger. Just gonna tell him then. Well, poor choice.
All right.
See if I click. No, okay. How do you dagger stab someone?
She would click dagger in the attack section in the middle of this thing.
Have him, Red.
I
Have
was in
him.
the wrong section. That's so 19 to hit him.
Oh, that hits.
And I'm gonna put in brandishing smite into it because I'm a Zariel tiefling, so I can just come with hellfire.
You don't need to.
No, I know, but it's the point because searing smites are radial damage. It sort of just shines bright out from outside into the bar when I do it, and it's the hellfire sort of.
Yeah, you just.
Oh, you could ask him a question.
Yeah, you
Like,
just see.
why so stupid?
You just see this archer fear shat himself once already today, catch fire. It doesn't smell pleasant. I mean, burning flesh in the first place kind of smells like pork, but this doesn't smell good as he stinks of fear.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh well. And Sita will come back into the bar.
You want a scotch there, Red?
What?
Powerful falling down water.
What? Powerful falling.
You look like you
down?
could use a drink after all that murder.
Yes, scrawny demon boy, you have done well. You killed him with your mind. I saw that, and
You
with
fight with
also
honor.
your
There's
dagger.
Weiner in all.
Thank
This is
you.
happening. Anyone want to try to search the bodies that are outside for like any?
Oh yeah, totally. We've got a bar tab that needs to be covered.
Yeah,
and
free
Ron needs to be paid
stuff,
for damages.
free loot.
Yeah, Ron needs to be paid for damages, and Zed needs a new weapon.
I will walk over to the guard captain and look at the rest of the people and just.
Sita, get his money.
Coin
purse.
You can have that. Does anyone object to me using him? He seems to be somewhat of a fine specimen for my studies.
I mean, how many more we got? We were going to stick him in Alder's forge.
I did claim all of their corpses as fuel for my
Yes,
fires.
I know. That's
but
why I asked if I can have one.
just the okay. Well, you know what? Since I saw you go out there and put all of your weird things down and stab one, I will say you can have at least one.
Oh, excellent. And you see Sita grab out a book, start to read from it, and start to, with his claw in arcane symbols in his flesh, and start to prepare a ritual.
Hey, Cetar, I've got a homunculus manservant. His name is Jeeves. Back at home. You think you could, make him a GTI model?
Sita doesn't respond. You just see Rogtar come and sort of perch on your shoulder, looking at you with those like green flaming eyes. Sita chanting in Infernal. For you who understand Infernal, it's death chants, which calls to the spirit to regain life into the body. And you see how green, slimy, spectral arms goes out, grabs the body. You see how it sort of grabs from the floor, from the ground up, just like slimy green energy coming into his eyes starts to light up green. And I will cast Animate Dead on him. So he is now my servant. I have a zombie.
Right. All right.
Zed just
do you
going
want
around
to?
recovering arrows.
All right.
He likes his arrows.
Let me roll. Let me roll 2d10s. See how one get.
He had a sword. Did the captain guy have a sword?
Yes, but
Biggin, you want a sword?
If you,
you
If you're
collected
offering it.
94 arrows and 13 usable bolts.
I don't bother with the bolts.
All right. Did you want to check the captain for anything else besides his sword?
Gold.
I could. Yeah, I just order the captain body to sort of surrender whatever he has on him to the goblin man.
Do you
All
want to
right.
get him to do the grunt work and empty the pockets of all the other ones? Don't know how dexterous he is. He is dead. But recently so.
Sure. Go.
Nice.
Grab the things you find on the bodies.
All right.
Cool.
First, he starts to empty out his pockets. You see a bag of gold. It's got 5 pieces in it left. He has a. Let me get his weapon out. He has a long sword with +2 to hit, and it has a 1d12 +2 piercing.
Well,
+2 sword. Dang.
Yeah. Well, he's a captain.
I
He
hope
didn't get to
will-
use it.
I hope he'll
That
come to
implies it's a
handy.
magic weapon. What's the magic element?
I hope that he will come in handy. I mean, father won't like this at all, but I feel like we need maybe some more help.
But one of the
humans
other
are
Raise an
coming.
army of the undead. Yeah, that is very cost efficient. You don't have to pay wages.
One of the other items, though, he does pull out is a scroll.
I'll just hand me that.
Right.
I will.
Thanks, kid. I don't want to get your reading goggles out.
I'll take and read it.
From what you're reading, what you can tell is that King Gerald, the king of the southern part of the country, well, the continent, not country, has fully declared war
I read aloud so you all can hear this.
of all non-humans and is stretching his army to conquer the whole continent. And from what you can tell, there is no real mercy. But you can see that that in there, it says try to at least get a couple for work.
How does King Gerald expect to win a war without, dwarven smiths like my friend here, goblin smiths like myself, and you fine warriors and knowledgeable fellows? He's an idiot.
To be
Do you
fair,
want to take what he's
Warforged are
implying by
basically
making
just
them
more
work?
advanced golems, so.
Hmm.
But to call me a golem is an insult.
Does anyone roll to understand what he meant by a few to work?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Would that be history, insight, something like that?
Just general knowledge. Intelligence.
Just straight intelligence?
Yep.
So
That I can do.
it went 21 for me.
He's basically, in a
And for
polite
me,
way,
19.
without saying it, make any as you can enslaved.
Did
I
we
think-
outlaw that on this continent?
I think he will have
We
the
did.
help of people like my family to do things like this.
Well, phone home.
And as you can tell, in the letter it says, "This village shouldn't be too hard for you lot. You need to prove yourself, or it's to the gallows."
Oh, damn, we saved him money. We gallows them for him. Oh, I hate when that happens. Right, okay. Step 1, raise
fear-
army. Step 2, kill king. Step 3, profit.
Yes.
You,
Unfortunately, I don't think it will be as easy as that. My father will probably be coming. I think that will be bad.
Well, you hear Stonehammer speak up. Well, if the king has declared war on all non-humans, it'd probably be best to go somewhere more safe instead of the village. We might want to gather as many non-humans.
You guys have got a stronghold top of a mine a little further up the road.
The Stonehammer says the best defendable one, which it would be harder to get, and he kind of leans in a little bit closer so none of the humans that are nearby will hear. And the last one that the humans don't know about is a hidden college up in the mountains all the way to the west coast.
And what do we say to all the non-humans that we try to get there? What? You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
No, we show them this declaration of war. We have proof that war is going on. It has the king's seal of approval.
I've been working on a little device. It's called a photocopier. It's in my shop, but I don't know whether that's been looted yet. We make some copies.
Do you want to use your bullshit roll for that?
No, I was just gonna magically tinker a photocopier. If I was gonna roll for bullshit, I'd want them delivered too. I would have invented an electronic mail.
No, yeah.
Got everybody an email account.
Do you want bullshit at that level? You bullshit at that level, or just have a.
Enough for you guys.
All right, Red, you probably should explain to the audience what the bullshit roll is.
Yeah, because from the few streams I've been on here, I'm a man of chaos, and I let my players throw in chaos as well. They are allowed.
I'm an agent of chaos.
They're allowed one bullshit roll. They have to make a nat 20 in order to pull off it. If they any other roll, nothing happens. Nat 1, they just make themselves look like a fool.
It's a pretty solid idea.
Yeah.
And nothing gained.
I think it's a good thing to try to.
13.
You can still print photos, but you can't send them that far unless you use pigeons and hummingbirds.
I do think it's a good idea to maybe gather up forces and move away if it's what I think is coming, that is coming. I'm afraid.
You're afraid. You're combat. I can't describe how good you are at the murder of the bad guys.
You are
That's
afraid
serious.
because you have tiny little bones and your skin is full of a lack of muscles. It's like you're made of wheat, but you had the dagger and that was okay. And you chant funny words and people's heads bleed, so that's great as well. But I understand the fear that you speak of.
You hear Gron speak up. Well, from what I understand, the humans aren't going to be in any danger. I think we need to gather everyone in town who isn't and go to this place. What is it called, Stonehammer?
And we tell all the humans that aren't crap.
I don't think we should tell any humans where we're going.
No, but we tell them declaration of war. We show them that because, they didn't vote for this king. I didn't vote for this king.
You don't really vote for the kings.
Yeah.
Well, we should.
Anyways,
And then
I
we
don't know
build
how
our country around a free market economy. It'll be brilliant.
Stonehammer pipes up. I don't know what they'll do if any humans side with us.
Some might.
They're free to move at liberty. They can form some form of resistance.
I feel like I should tell you, my family is human.
Fair
That's
enough.
why I'm kind of fearful. My family and I don't really see eye to eye. I haven't seen them in years, and they didn't really want me. So them siding with the Southern King is not unthinkable, and that would be bad.
I understand what you're saying, Sita, but what I have to ask you is, would you like if I crush their heads in a specific order?
Not particularly, and I hope that I can reach my sister. She sometimes still listens to me, and we're friendly enough, but she doesn't control my family's forces, and my father does, and he doesn't really approve, as most humans doesn't really approve of what I do. And you can see just some green magic flare up in his hand, and it sort of disappears again.
Harry, are you sure you want to go back for those human noble houses? For what I understand, they're quite corrupt. Take it from me, I left one in ruins as I left.
They are my family. I think I will follow you. I will follow you for now, and if it comes to it, I will try to see if I can persuade my sister to whisper in my father's ears, and perhaps he won't join the Southern King.
Stonehammer brings up, if we want to get to the other, okay, I'm going to be honest, it's a college, but it's easy to defend, and the humans don't know about it. It's going to be a couple months travel from where we are.
I am with you if you want my assistance. I've been traveling for years. What is another few months?
I will need a large cart to hose all these bodies in, so I have fuel to create armor.
Yes, all that. But it's best we hurry up now, get set up, because this may have only been the first army to come here. We don't know how long, or when the next, or if they have reinforcements coming. So it'd be best to get the town to know and hurry up out.
Yeah, we should have waited, but I feel this is war, good for business, also bad for business. I'm going all the relocation fees, costs, overheads. And I expect you guys, you dwarves, will buy his stuff before we buy mine, right?
I mean, yeah.
Bros before green fellas, yeah?
Well, you see, little green man, the thing is, my armor is specifically made for strong, burly fighters, and so if you were to try to put it on, it might snap your spine in half. So you can make your armor for everyone else who has tiny, weak bones.
And possibly unworthy, yes.
Yes.
I like it.
Tiny, weak bones and unworthy is the same thing in Dwarvish.
I speak your language. I just don't always understand it. I mean, where do you think I buy me ore from?
The discount
so
Well, that's because all the other bits are too big for me to move.
So, as you guys are conversing, you start to get set up to inform the rest of this town. And you start packing up. Roll to... you know what? Who do you want to be in charge of gathering the supplies?
I was gonna say, if you allow, Alder, I could borrow another body, perhaps.
I got Jeeves back at the shop. I'll just get him to pack it up.
You know what? This one didn't fit in the cart. And he's like dragging one towards his cart.
I shall keep watch here.
He didn't skip his dinners, did he?
And Sita will look around to the other humans that he knows are usually taking offense. This group seems to be fairly good with him and his practices, but he's going to carve some more arcane runes into the new body, and I will use my last 3rd level spell slot to animate another dead, so I have now 2.
Don't look at the crazy infernal, all right? Okay? Look at the proclamation. Your king wants to murderize us.
And
this was self-defense, what you saw here.
I will send out the zombies to help in gathering up supplies.
All right.
Move bodies to the cart and stuff. All the heavy lifting.
So, since they're your zombies, do you want roll a D100 for me to see how much they get?
What? Okay, sure. I was more like thematically. That is that I
Oh wow.
yes.
Ooh.
That.
You did roll it.
They found nothing.
No,
Can I
you
use
rolled-
that for my roll for bullshit and say that they do everything for us?
Yeah, bullshit, dude.
My zombies are phenomenal and do everything I command and wrap this shit up in less than an hour.
Yeah, yeah. If you get a nat 20, less than I want to be more forgiving with this.
I don't know what you wanted me to roll with the D100, but with that roll, I want to use that for my roll for bullshit and say my zombies do everything, and we're done within the hour to just leave.
I was rolling to see how much of the town supplies you got.
Can't even.
All of them.
Can you even
I
roll a
pack
0 on a
everything.
D100?
Yes, you can roll 0 and 100. Oh wait, you mistyped. You did 1d0.
I was waiting for
You
so
did
much.
You
You
rolled
rolled
0.
1d0. That made a lot more sense. Oh. There we go,
Trust him, he's a
37.
professional.
Okay.
I was
You know
like-
what?
I don't
You
even know. Yeah, that does make sense. Yes, a 1d0. Yes,
Chat
okay.
chat did not pass the vibe check on that roll. Oh god.
Okay, you
Yes.
managed to get like less than the half of the town's supplies. Some of the humans are staying by, so they're keeping what's left. You're able to manage to get all the non-human folks back together from those who escaped, and you'll start heading on your way to the Dwarven College. And I believe that's where we
Go on the road again.
Cool. All right. I love it. I love decimating all of your human forces. Let's go around, do our introductions so we can get out of here, do our little after show, which again, you guys can get over on our Patreon at the $5 tier. Link for that down below. While you're down there, click on that Discord link and join us in the Discord. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the conversation. So we'll start with our wonderful DM today. Red, who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Hi, I'm the Red Oak Shield Virus. I mainly am on streams when I'm able to cause chaos, give them like 5 Michigans on their fill the chaos bar.
We call that a pentangle, Michigan.
Call it too much.
Pentagonal, even.
Just don't diss my home state.
Well, not enough.
Kind of hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm lucky to be here after hasn't been a year, and I'm back on a Patreon campaign. So yeah, you see me mainly hanging out here in the Discord.
Hell yeah. We'll jump over to Iquin. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
Well, hello. I am Iquen, your resident Swede. You can find me in the next one because I am going to GM that one. Otherwise, you can find me in the Discord where I do all kinds of fun stuff.
Hell yeah. We'll go right up to D. Who are you? Where can we find you? What are you up to?
I'm Matt or D, playing ZF6 today, and you'll find me on Mike's Discord, kind of just hanging out, chilling, mostly in the Mausoleum section. So if you're not a patron, sucks.
I agree. If you're not a patron, that does suck.
Give Mike your money. All the cash. All the cash.
And with that resounding endorsement, Profo, who are you? Where can we find you? And what are you up to?
I am Profo, and you most likely find me, typing very loudly, doing more Atari Twilight fanfic than you guys have time to possibly read, and it's all on the wiki. That's the unMadeGaming wiki, which will hopefully be in chat. And yeah, no, like Noble GM, I am pro Michigan. In fact, one of the characters you will learn is actually from Detroit that I write. So yeah. And I'll always be found lurking in parts of the unMadeGaming Discord, and I should probably be writing.
Nice. So for us, that's it for us in this episode. We'll be back for some more Patreon one-shots. So we're going to go do our after show. Like we said, get that down to the Patreon link down below in the comment section and all that good stuff. But for now, we'll see you guys next time. So from all of us to you, bye-bye.